What if the real reason your plants keep dying isn't your lack of effort, but the way you've been told to water them? Today, I'll reveal 3 things plant stores never tell you that will change everything. Here's the first big secret. Plants don't care about your calendar, no matter how organized you are. Forget every Sunday or twice a week. Plants respond to their environment, not your reminders or routines. Watering on a schedule ignores what your plant actually needs in the moment. Some weeks, your plant is thirsty. Other times, it needs to dry out and rest. Sticking to a rigid timetable sets you up for disaster, especially as seasons and conditions change. So, how do you know when to water? Use the finger test. It's simple and effective. Stick your finger 2 inches into the soil. If it's dry, water. If it's damp, wait. This method works for almost every houseplant. It's that simple, but it makes a huge difference. Roots need both water and oxygen. Soggy soil suffocates them, leading to root rot and unhealthy plants. Root rot is sneaky. The plant looks fine on top, but the roots are mushy and brown underneath, silently suffering. By the time you see yellow leaves or wilting, it's often too late to save the roots. Checking the soil with your finger helps you catch problems early, before they become visible. Different plants have different needs. Peace lilies like more moisture. Snake plants want to dry out between waterings. The finger test adapts to each plant, pot, and spot in your home, making it a universal tool. Group plants by their watering needs, thirsty ones together, drought-tolerant ones elsewhere. This helps you avoid overwatering or underwatering. This makes checking and watering easier and helps you build a routine that's flexible, not rigid. Plants slow down in winter and need less water. In summer, they may need more, especially during heat waves or dry spells. Schedules can't keep up with these changes, and spreadsheets can't predict the weather or your home's humidity. Nature isn't on a spreadsheet, and your plants aren't following a clock. Once you start watering based on soil moisture, you'll see healthier, happier plants that thrive in your care. If you skip a day, most plants will bounce back. Overwatering is much harder to fix and can cause lasting damage. It's safer to err on the side of caution and let the soil dry a bit, rather than risk soggy roots. For the next 2 weeks, ditch the schedule and trust your senses. Check the soil before you water, every single time, no matter what the calendar says. Notice how your plants respond. Look for perkier leaves, stronger growth, and fewer problems. You might find you're watering less, not more, and your plants are actually thriving. That means less work for you, and much happier, more resilient plants. If you want, use a cheap soil moisture meter, but your finger works just as well and helps you connect with your plants. You'll start to notice not just moisture, but texture and temperature, learning more about your plant's environment. All these details help you understand what's happening below the surface, where roots live and grow. To recap, forget the calendar and the rigid reminders. Listen to your plants, observe their signals, and respond to their needs. Use your finger as your guide, and trust your instincts. It's the first and most important step to watering the right way, every time. Don't stress about missing a day. Plants are resilient and can handle a little neglect. Overwatering is the real danger, and it's much harder to reverse than a missed watering. Pay attention to your plant's cues, not your phone's reminders or a strict schedule. If you're worried about forgetting, set a reminder to check your plants, not to water them automatically. Over time, you'll develop a feel for each plant's needs, and watering will become second nature. Keep a simple journal if you want to track patterns, or just enjoy the process of learning. The more you observe, the better you'll get at reading your plants and responding to their needs. Soon, you'll have thriving plants, and less stress, because you're working with nature, not against it. Remember, plants are living things, not clockwork or machines. Respond to them, and they'll reward you with growth, beauty, and resilience. That's the real secret to plant care. Pay attention, adapt, and enjoy the process. The second thing plant stores never tell you: how you water matters just as much as when you water. It's not just about sticking to a schedule, but about understanding what your plants truly need to thrive. Most people do a quick splash and dash, just wetting the surface and moving on, thinking it's enough. But light watering only reaches the top layer, leaving the deeper roots dry and weak, unable to support the plant. Shallow roots mean weak plants, prone to wilting, stress, and even stunted growth over time. You want deep roots for strong, healthy growth, roots that can access water and nutrients from the entire pot. The fix: water deeply, every single time you water. Add enough water so it runs through the soil and drains out the bottom. This ensures every root gets a drink. That's how you know the whole root ball is getting moisture, not just the top inch or two. Drainage holes are non-negotiable. Without them, water pools at the bottom and roots can rot, leading to plant death. If you love decorative pots, use them as cache pots with a plastic grower's pot inside. That way, you can lift out the plant to water and drain. After watering, let your plant sit for 10-15 minutes, then empty the saucer so roots aren't left sitting in water. Deep watering doesn't mean watering more often, just more thoroughly, so the roots grow strong and deep. Mimic nature. A good soak, then a dry period, just like rainstorms followed by sunshine. It's not the amount at once, but the frequency that causes problems. Too frequent watering leads to soggy soil and root rot. Deep, infrequent watering is always better than little sips every day. This encourages roots to grow downward in search of moisture. Use room temperature water to avoid shocking the roots. Cold water can stress your plant, while warm water helps absorption. Bottom watering is great for some plants. Set the pot in a tray of water. Let it soak up from below, then drain off any excess. For big plants, water in stages to help soil absorb evenly. Pour a little, wait, then add more. So water doesn't just run off. Soil matters. A chunky, well-draining mix prevents soggy pockets and lets roots breathe. Compacted soil keeps water on top, never reaching roots. Loosen soil if water pools or runs off. Water deeply until it drains out. Always use pots with drainage, and let your plant soak up moisture from root to tip. This simple shift makes a world of difference. You'll see stronger, happier plants in no time. Don't rush. Give roots time to absorb what they need. Patience pays off with healthier growth. If you see water running straight through, your soil might be too dry. Water slowly to rehydrate and allow absorption. Adjust your technique for each plant's needs. Some like to dry out more, others prefer consistent moisture. Remember, strong roots mean strong plants, able to withstand stress and bounce back from setbacks. Deep watering encourages healthy growth and resilience, making your plants more vibrant and lush. Avoid daily sprinkles. Go for a thorough soak. Your plants will thank you for it. Your plants will reward you with lush, vibrant growth, fuller leaves, and stronger stems. Watering right is about quality, not quantity. Make every watering count by being mindful and attentive. That's the secret to thriving houseplants: deep, thoughtful watering. Try it, and watch your plants transform before your eyes into the lush, healthy beauties you've always wanted. The third key: your plant's environment changes everything. It's not just about watering on a schedule. It's about understanding the space your plant lives in and how it affects every aspect of its health. Light, humidity, and airflow all affect how fast your plant uses water. These factors work together, and even small changes can make a big difference in your plant's daily needs. A sunny window dries soil faster than a shady corner. The amount of sunlight your plant receives can speed up or slow down how quickly the soil loses moisture. Dry air from heating or AC means your plant loses moisture quickly. If you feel your skin drying out indoors, your plant feels it too. More light means more water use. Less light, less water needed. Plants in low light grow slower and need less frequent watering. Move a plant to a brighter spot. Check the soil more often. Changes in location can mean your plant dries out faster than before. Tropical plants love humidity. Dry homes mean faster soil drying. If you notice leaves curling or browning, it could be a sign the air is too dry. Boost humidity with a pebble tray or humidifier if needed. Even grouping plants together can help raise the humidity around them. Airflow matters. Fans, vents, or open windows dry soil faster. Good airflow is healthy, but too much can leave your plant thirsty. Seasons matter too. Summer means more growth and water use. Winter, less. As the days get longer or shorter, your plant's needs shift with the seasons. That's why schedules don't work. Your plant's needs shift constantly. Observe, don't assume. Pay attention to the subtle changes in your home and how your plant responds. Look at your plant's leaves. Are they perky and upright or drooping and sad? Leaves are your plant's way of communicating its needs. Brown, crispy edges or yellow, soft leaves. These are clues. Each symptom tells a story about what's happening in your plant's environment. Pick up the pot. Light means dry. Heavy means moist. This simple trick helps you gauge when it's time to water, no matter what the calendar says. Over time, you'll get a feel for this. Trust your senses and your growing experience. Don't just blame watering if you see problems. Consider light, airflow, and humidity. Sometimes, a small tweak in the environment is all it takes. Adjust the environment before you reach for the watering can. A healthier environment means less guesswork and happier plants. Rotate your plants weekly for even light and growth. This helps prevent lopsided growth and keeps your plant looking its best. If your home is challenging, choose plants that thrive in those conditions. Snake plants, pothos, ZZ plants. There's a plant for every space, no matter how tricky. Match your plant to your space, not the other way around. The right plant in the right place will always do better. Take notes on how your environment changes through the year. Tracking these shifts helps you anticipate your plant's needs before problems arise. All these details help you adjust your care routine. The more you notice, the better you'll get at keeping your plants happy. You're caring for a whole environment, not just a plant. Every adjustment you make supports a thriving indoor ecosystem. The more you observe and adapt, the healthier your plants will be. Your attention is the most important ingredient. Group plants with similar needs together for easier care. This way, you can create microenvironments that make plant care simpler and more effective. Tune into your space, your seasons, and your plants. That's the real secret. When you work with your environment, your plants will reward you with vibrant growth and beauty. Want to go deeper? Check out my complete plant care guide, link in the description. It's packed with practical tips and hands-on experience to help you grow healthier plants. If this video helped, subscribe to Leaf and Ladder and share it with someone who struggles with plants. Your questions and stories make this community thrive. Jump in the comments. Growing plants isn't about being perfect, it's about understanding them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.